Good morning, Henry McClure. Project Otis. Actually, people are talking about it and calling it by its name because that's what you got to do in Topeka. You got to get, or Shawnee County, you got to get like a catchy name. Project Otis. So we have $2.1 million that comes into Shawnee County from, it goes back to liquor by the drink. Remember that? Before, the private clubs. So Robert Steffen wrote a really interesting, gave an attorney general's opinion about liquor by the drink and how the money was to be allocated. And when you look at it, when you look at they're worried about domestic violence, alcoholism, drug abuse, homelessness, all this stuff. He was answering a legislator's, hey, what's this really going to do? And what a better place to come with all the illustrious attorneys we have here. And it's better than getting an attorney general's opinion. So what has happened over time is the politicians have stuck their hand in that cookie jar. And so now $700,000 goes to the general fund of the city of Topeka, and another third goes into Parks and Rec. Like what does that have to do? I mean, that's where people are going to get drunk. But we need to look into taking away those funds so we can give it back to what the original money was from. It's just like our water department in Topeka. When Jack Alexander was running it right, then they dipped into that cookie jar. But this kind of reminds me, kind of goes back like Senate Bill 104. Like the minute people come down here and start talking about the Citizens Commission, there's a law passed all of a sudden. So what do we do now that Senate Bill 104 is passed and it's your option to create the Citizens Commission? Well, what do we do the fact that it was state law for 5 years and it never got enacted? So you've got attorneys sitting on your panel here, and it's a state law, but they don't comply with state law. And one of them's an elected official. Isn't that wrong? Let's go back to Go Topeka real quick, because it's the same thing that we've got with not enacting the state law, but we've got our city manager in Topeka on the board of Go Topeka. The mayor's on the board of Go Topeka. A county commissioner is on the board of Go Topeka. The illustrious council is on the board of Go Topeka. So at what point in time does a not-for-profit working for a contractor really just become a government organization? I mean, you've got all these people elected making decisions to give a local citizen $9.5 million. I could take his deal to the bank. I can with no credit whatsoever, and I could borrow $5 million on that deal. So now Go Topeka has changed into just the people in the club giving money to themselves. So question is, how do we implement the Citizens Commission, and how do we take away the money and put them in streets where they were originally supposed to go? Thank you for your time.